Hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, maybe I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Have you heard the news? I don't watch the news.
Have you heard the news?
There is no breaking news.
There is no news.
Welcome into the happy hour, 402-464-5685. The Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys. Nick Sainert, Enrique Alvarez Clary with you guys as usual. What's up, Rico?
Hello.
How's the day?
It's going. Just a lot of nothing happening.
Unfortunately, I'm ready.
Did you want something to happen?
I don't know if it's necessarily I want something. I suppose so. I want this to be done.
Same.
I'm ready for it to be done. So I guess in order for it to be finished and to know the future, something would need to happen, unfortunately.
Well, as I said before, if anybody's looking at a current sitting head coach, sorry, that news isn't coming out until the end of the season.
It is. Speculation is fun. Like, don't get me wrong. Speculation is fun. But boy, oh boy, what a wild day. And
what a wildly quiet day.
Yeah, I imagine just Trev Alberts is just sitting in his office, just watching this. Probably not watching it because he's got better things to do.
You think Trev Alberts scrolls through Twitter and is just like, these people are so dumb?
I have a feeling. I would do that if I was the athletic director. I don't know.
I think I would too.
So once again, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line. Both those open for you guys the entire show today, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We'd love to take your calls, love to field your texts, anything that you have on your mind. You guys know that this is the show that you can let it out. Yeah, Bird in Columbus says, I just scroll through Twitter and I'm just some dude. Somebody asked, but what if it's true? If it's true, then we will find out from qualified media.
Hold on, what is true? Because I've heard 5.
That's true. Okay, so here's the thing.
So what is true? Because I know which one you're talking about.
I think it's
okay. What if that one's true? What if the other one is true? What if the third one? What if the fourth one? Then the third one involves 2 people. The fourth one involves 3 people. And then the fifth one is just one that we've heard for a while.
So everybody heard the Matt Rule one, but what about this one? Breaking as of 1 hour ago.
Stupid.
Sources have told me that Nebraska will remove the interim tag on Mickey Joseph, and he will be the 34th head coach of Nebraska football. And then it was an hour later.
These are all rumors.
Rumors. Would not risk the reputation of this account by messing something up. My source never misses. Your source missed right now. I don't know. I just it's here. So here we go. Unnamed texter. So does that mean that we hired 5 head coaches at once? It could.
Based on what I've seen on Twitter, yeah, looks like it.
It's been it's been an exhausting day.
The fact that I'm not on the message boards and I still see all of the message board things is really annoying.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to think about it.
Or the fact that I don't follow a lot of the fan accounts and you still see like all of the fan accounts.
Fan
also
accounts,
very annoying.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I appreciate you having love for your team, and I appreciate you wanting to have that passion and show that passion on social media. But when you start trying to break news and trying to take the job of somebody that's worked really hard to get to the places that they are because your cousin's aunt's sister's brother's best friend sweeps the floor of the locker room.
There it is. Or you're just reading message boards. Like, I feel like that's a lot of this, Rico, is unfortunately the people might look at message boards and just tweet something out and hope it sticks. And
it's like those people
those people that
tweet out, every possible Super Bowl matchup and every possible Super Bowl winner. And then when it gets to the Super Bowl, they delete all of the other ones. And then they're just like, look, I predicted this 5 years ago. And I'm like, no, you didn't.
Justin says Urban Meyer's at the food court at Gateway Mall.
What's he getting? Because that will determine if he
is Sbarro. Is Sbarro still there?
No, it is not. It's a different place. But if he's getting pizza, he didn't get the job.
There's always
because Urban Meyer and pizza is only sad pizza.
What about Valentino's?
There's no Valentino's at Gateway.
There's no Valentino's at Gateway, but he can't if he doesn't like pizza. You're gonna have to like your pizza.
He can't work here if he doesn't like pizza.
Nope. Valentino's is a staple.
See, it depends on what he's getting at the Gateway Mall food court, because what he's getting will determine if he got the job or not. All right. So you let me know, Justin, and I'll talk to my people and have them talk to your people. Have my people at Gateway keep an eye out, and we'll determine how this whole thing's getting resolved.
I don't know. I wish I knew. I'm gonna here's the thing. If you have any good fake, I'm thinking about making a fake Twitter account, Rico.
I have one. I just need to remember the password.
That's where the it helps if we are able to use like the fingerprint or Face ID for password. ID. Yeah, I don't know. I just need to have a fake Twitter account so I can just tweet everything.
Oh, Justin's mistake. It was just someone else.
Oh, dang
it, man.
Maybe there was no girl with him.
All right, thanks, man. Stop it.
Sorry. Rico. It was pitched down the middle. It was thrown down the middle. I had to swing.
Well, you missed. You missed it. Shout out to the Phillies.
Speaking of combined no-nos
don't count. Shout out to Kyle Schwarber.
Really?
Yep. Kyle Schwarber said they don't count, therefore they don't count. It's a no-hitter if one person tosses the no-hitter. Because after that,
it's not a no-hitter if a combined no-no.
No, because you're getting fresh arms in there. It's not the same.
Okay.
You didn't work as hard.
Okay. Would you have said that if Nebraska got a combined no-no?
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't count.
Because I want to say Nebraska got a combined no-no a couple years ago. I think this was still under Darren Erstad. But they got a combined no-no at home against somebody during their non-con slate. But once again, 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the starter Heyman text line. We got a lot of people talking about where Mickey Joseph is. Oh, Mickey Joseph's getting the cable installed this week. So he's staying. So that's good. Justin said, Justin said,
we have some people on YouTube. Dion Pryor says that bleep ain't funny. Go Big Ready says, until Sean Callahan says something, y'all need to STFU. Dion Pryor says, Dion. Exactly. I'm furious about this. You two don't bleep with us. I don't know who us is. And also,
we're not. What? We are not the ones bleeping. We are not the ones talking all this.
I'm sorry. Can you clarify what you're trying to say?
Did we say something that we probably shouldn't have said, Rico?
I don't know.
Did we let the breaking news know that actually is breaking news?
Oh, hold on.
That we knew about?
I know what it is. I know what it is. I know why they're mad. Give me a second. Didn't play music.
My
bad.
Breaking news. There is no breaking news. There is Urban Meyer's been seen in Hy-Vee. Mickey Joseph's getting the cable installed.
Joke's on you. I can ask Priscilla if they're getting cable installed.
Or who has cable?
They definitely don't have cable. They have 2 AC units though.
Insider information. That's the breaking news.
There you go. And if you ever listened to Behind the Game with PJ, you would know that because we joked about it.
Here's the deal.
Also, Priscilla's going to be down at Muchachos with us.
That's a big one.
Tomorrow for the $5 Bits of Broken Chair Team Jack Muchachos / Team 1-4 from Minnesota. Little celebration get together meeting. It's going to be packed. It's going to be a great time. I hope to see all of you out there. And if any of you know any of the fake Twitter accounts, tell them to come down there. Tell them to come down there. I want to talk to them. Let's have a conversation face to face.
Will we let them on the air?
No, because I don't trust them.
Okay.
I mean that with my whole heart. We're going to be down at Muchachos. Delicious food. The $5 Bits of Broken Chair trophy is going to be down there. You can take a picture with it. You can meet some people from Team Jack and from the Broken Chair Trophy. You can meet the owner of Muchachos. Nick is a great guy. You can also meet our Nick. You can meet me. Hi. Priscilla will be there at around 1:30, so a little later. We're going to be down there 12 to 2. And, oh, by the way, 10% of all the sales tomorrow from Muchachos will go towards the charity that goes towards Team Jack and the Team 1 for the Minnesota Children's Hospital. It'll be a great time. It'll be fun. It'll be fantastic. And you know what? I'm super excited to just get a picture and hold the chair because they said
I'm pumped.
They said they would.
Wait, you get to hold it?
They said they would be disappointed if I didn't. So
am I involved?
You definitely are. Yes. By proxy.
Thank you.
I will allow it.
Thank you. Thank you, Rico. I owe all of it to you.
I also have to ask them because I've been pining for it for years, especially with our new downtown location. By the way, we're moving downtown.
Yeah, that's true.
If we can be, when Nebraska wins the chair trophy, since the university doesn't recognize it, if we can be the official home for the broken chair trophy. I have to ask DP and Becky as well, but I want to ask the broken chair people.
I don't know if that's one of those things that's better to ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
Ask for forgiveness.
I think you need to ask for permission.
No, I'll ask for forgiveness. Because look, if they say yes, and then I ask Rebecca and DP and they say no, I'll just go to the chair people and be like, hey, sorry, continue to do what you're doing currently. We can't house it.
Dang. So there it is. Thanks, Rico. Yeah, so we'll be down there from 12 to 2 tomorrow. It's going to be a blast. Tomorrow's going to be an exciting day. We got a day full of remotes.
Chase B, I am.
We have day full of remotes, remote broadcasts. Like Rico said, we'll be at Muchachos from 12 to 2. The guys will be at Barry's from 2 to 6, I believe. And then right from Barry's, we'll have about an hour of leeway or 50 minutes of leeway. Then at 6:50, Jay Foreman and myself go live from Gretna High School for Bellevue West and Gretna.
Ooh.
Daniel Kalin, who is probably the priority target for Nebraska and surrounding schools next year as a quarterback. He's a 2024 guy. As a quarterback going up for Bellevue West, while Zane Flores, obviously the Oklahoma State commit, going for Gretna. So it's gonna be kind of a crazy night. It's gonna be a good one. The last time, as you know, Rico, Bellevue West was up by 20 plus points with 6 minutes left to go in the game.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
And Gretna came back and ended up winning that game at home. It was just unbelievable. So we're pumped for it.
Zane Flores is kind of a good quarterback.
Yeah, and he's got really good receivers. Boganowski, Blake
kinda.
Moore. Yeah, he's got really good receivers as well. So
what does Oklahoma State know about quarterbacks?
I don't know. They couldn't score against Kansas State.
Touche. Does Zane still want to go to Oklahoma State?
Yes.
Rumors.
Confirmed. No. It's confirmed. He wants to go to Oklahoma State.
Oh, okay, then.
I promise you. All right, let's go ahead and all right. So I still love this. We got to throw this one until Sean Callahan says something. Y'all need to STFU.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank you. Go Big Ready. Thank you.
Is that calling us out or is that calling everyone else out?
Probably
us.
Probably us.
I have Sean's number.
Yeah, we could call.
I could ask him.
Call Sip.
Do they have Sean's? No. Oh, okay.
Easy, Rico. Easy. All right, let's go. We're having fun.
I'm sorry.
We're having fun.
I'm feeling feisty today.
Yeah, we're having a good time with it. Let's go ahead and take an early timeout. And when we come back, I do want to dive into. Well, we didn't ask Sip for permission, but we are going to talk about Nebraska football without them saying anything about it.
Oh no.
We are going to. And
we'll just ask for forgiveness.
How much confidence do you have in Nebraska's offense scoring points without Casey Thompson on Saturday? How much does it drop? Let's have that conversation a little bit. And we'll also hear from PJ Fleck. Was asked one question about Nebraska earlier this week. So we'll hear his one answer. There was only one in his 24-minute press conference, a 24-minute press conference that probably featured 19 and a half minutes of PJ Fleck talking.
That sounds about right.
In that 24-minute press conference, he was asked one question about Nebraska. So we'll go ahead and talk about that when we come back. Once again, want to hear your thoughts. We're having fun today. 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. All those avenues are open for you guys to incorporate your thoughts into the show. We'll be right back on a Thursday on the Happy Hour on the Ticket.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Bagels & Joe has a brand new location in Seward, and it's open for business. Get ready for the fall with pumpkin chocolate chip muffins, pumpkin cream cheese, and a pumpkin pie smoothie. Don't forget their delicious breakfast burritos and sandwiches, and grab a business box of bagels for the work crew. Bagels & Joe, with 4 Lincoln locations and now in Seward.
Wow. Did you ever save me money on my car?
Yes, that's why our customers keep coming back.
How do you do it, friendly car dealer ?
We simply have low overhead and high trade-in values. The next line's yours.
Oh.
Ready for something better? Mullen Motors is a no-hassle, no-pressure dealership with financing available. Check out the inventory at MikeMullenMotors.com.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Nebraska fans, Brokers Insurance Agency in Lincoln is a proud donor of Nebraska Athletics. Brokers Insurance Agency is located at 33rd and A Streets in the heart of Lincoln. At Brokers, they can help you with all your insurance needs. Let them worry about your insurance so you have more time to enjoy the college football season. Call one of their licensed agents today at 402-420-5353 or visit their website at brokersinsurancene.com. Go Big Red.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club, or space club, and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? No, forget that. How about a margarita club? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge and join the best club in town. 10 flavors of margaritas like Maui Wowie, burnt pineapple, and mango tango. Try all 10 of them and receive your own souvenir margarita glass. Make it your new Monday night tradition. $4 margaritas and $4 taco baskets. Grab the crew and head on over. Monday nights or any night. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Lose fat, build muscle, gain endurance. Whatever your goal, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping can help you achieve it. Farrell's offers group fitness for all levels in a fun, welcoming environment. Their proven method combines kickboxing, cardio, and strength training to get you in the best shape of your life. You've heard all about their 10-week challenges, but you can join as a member anytime. Head to fxbeatlincoln.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or just south of 78th and Pioneers.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken wings. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Allo Communications believes in serving those who serve. Recently recognized with the 7 Seals Award, the Patriot Award, and the Higher Vets Award, Allo is committed to hiring, retaining, and supporting service members. The values of American veterans and active military align perfectly with Allo's core values: honest, local, exceptional, hassle-free. If you're a current or past service member looking to make an impact in your community, visit allofiber.com/careers and apply online today.
They might win, they might lose, but either way,
you have something to say about it. Don't miss the Husker After Party postgame show immediately following every Nebraska football game. Nick Sainert and Jake Bakoven give instant reaction, quotes from the players and coaches, and take all your phone calls with thoughts on the game. It's the Husker After Party postgame show, only on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sponsored by Action Plumbing and Heating, Gary Michaels Quilt Years, and Brent Excavate.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. You're listening to The Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary, sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back here on the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com.
I think we have an answer for the Sean Callahan saying anything. He posted it on the message boards. Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
So
not as of right now.
So there you go. Are you okay?
Anyway, yeah. So no, I'm not even going to bring it up.
Nope,
we're not. No, we're fine. 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys the entire show today, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. All right, so anything on your guys' mind going into tomorrow or into Saturday's game? Because obviously Mickey Joseph talked today about how things are day to day, and it's going to be a game time situation or decision for Casey Thompson. And we kind of went in depth yesterday talking about the differences between Chubba Purdy at quarterback and then obviously Logan Smothers at quarterback. But now with the thought in our mind and the understanding that Chubba did not practice all of last week.
That's a heck of a thing to say.
It is going to take both guys being seriously injured, in my mind, and physically unable to play for this staff, Mark Whipple specifically, to go to Logan Smothers.
Yeah, that kind of seems like it, which is a very strange thing to have to think about, considering that, and he said it himself yesterday, Logan Smothers probably has more experience than Chubba Purdy in the collegiate ranks in playing college football, as he started and played an entire game last season against Iowa, whereas Chubba Purdy, I don't know if he has, maybe he had one start.
He had one, he's played in one game
down at Florida State.
Down at Florida State. It was not against a Power 5 team at all. Anything like it was nothing crazy like that.
So Logan Smothers probably has the most experience out of the two of them, but for some reason or another, going with a guy who hadn't practiced all last week as your first backup seemed like the better idea in their minds. And I'm not a coach. I'm not at practice.
Well, it's okay.
I don't know the intricacies of how Chubba Purdy had been practicing before then or how Logan Smothers had been practicing before then. But I know that if somebody hadn't practiced all week, I might wait a little bit to see how ready they are to go into a game. He did say he talked to them at halftime, looked him in the eyes, asked him if he was ready to go, and he said he was. So they rolled with him. Yeah. We all know how the second half turned out, how the second half looked. Didn't look the greatest. But in terms of the question you asked before break, and if Casey Thompson isn't able to go, how much faith do I have in the offense or this team to move the ball and score points? I still think they'll be able to find a way to manufacture yardage. Now, getting into the end zone might be a little complicated, but you still have Anthony Grant. You still have Trey Palmer. You're just going to have to figure out some more creative ways to get Trey Palmer the ball. It's probably going to be a couple more short passes, some screens, some end arounds, hopefully, even though you didn't run any in the second half of the last game. Just find a way to get the ball into your playmakers' hands. And I'm sure Chubba Purdy and Logan Smothers will do a fine job at doing just that, because both of them can throw. I don't care what anybody says about, Logan Smothers can't throw, blah, blah, blah. He's the fastest quarterback you have. He has an arm. He can throw it. He can sling it. Watch his high school tape. He can throw. I don't know what happened when he got to the university where they were scared to have him throw the ball, but I know he can throw. Chubba Purdy, maybe he's a better passer, but I believe that Logan is a better athlete. And in terms of what you have on this team, the offensive line's deficiencies, I think having a quarterback who is more willing to take off and run with it than to, and I'm not saying that you have to take off and run with it. And you can't sit back and wait for things to open up. But with the amount of time that Casey Thompson had been getting and that Chubba Purdy was getting against Illinois, I don't know how great the Minnesota front is, but if the offensive line continues to struggle, maybe a more athletic and a faster quarterback would be a better option in this game.
I'm curious, and looking back at Saturday's game, we've talked about it in depth and extensively and things like that. And so we don't need to spend a whole lot of time on it. It's fine if you want to go to Purdy. That's not what I was worried. That's not what I was annoyed by or mad about looking back. It's that the unwillingness to make a change, to try something new, to adjust on the fly. That's what bugged me, I think, the most out of everything.
Still trying to run a Casey Thompson offense with Chubba Purdy?
Well, just trying to make a guy that might not be 100% healthy do things that a 100% healthy quarterback would need to do. Like not adjusting it to try to get Chubba Purdy, who, like we said, has not had a lot of experience, as well as like the people or like the coaching staff, like figure out a way to get him into a rhythm. And you know how you get a guy into a rhythm? Either short passes to your playmakers and let them go to work, or hand the football off.
It's like in basketball. Once you see the ball go through the hoop, it's going to be a lot easier to start making shots.
Yeah. I just figure out a way to get them into a rhythm. And once again, the most frustrating part from Saturday's game was that I'm not here saying that Logan Smothers is the best second option or the best option out of all the quarterbacks and he should be starting. I'm not here saying that, because in all honesty, now Logan Smothers can throw the rock, but from what I saw in the 2 or 3 practices that I went to in the spring, Chubba Purdy has a little bit better of an arm. Mm-hmm. And he can, over the entirety of the season, has been working firmly with the twos for the most part, and at times with the ones.
He's been working as the backup, yeah.
And so that's fine. So you have chemistry to a certain extent, but now you bring him in a game-like situation where AD and I were talking about this morning during the commercial breaks and things like that. You bring in a guy that didn't get to play not only with your teammates or practice, I should say, with your teammates and that group that previous week, even if it was the second group of guys, but you're also, you're watching film, but you're not able to go up against the scout defense in practice. Mm-hmm. That's mocking or mimicking the Illinois look. And it's little things like that where I go, well, then what's going to put you in the best position to win on Saturday? If it's Chubba Purdy, that's fine. I'm not going to question that. What I'm going to question is once it's not working and there's been enough of a sample size within a game, as much sample size as you can get, mm-hmm. right, within a game, which was a couple possessions or even a full quarter, and you're still too stubborn, unfortunately, to make a change or at least try something new. Because once again, whether you're talking about benching, whether you're talking about substituting, just because Chubba Purdy comes out for a drive and Logan Smothers goes in doesn't mean that's how that Logan Smothers has to finish the game. Mm-hmm. You can find this happy medium to where if
Casey Thompson got benched earlier this season for a series. Unfortunately, it was the series that gave up points.
Yeah,
but
in all honesty, we saw it a couple years ago with Adrian Martinez, where he got benched. He sat out. Luke McCaffrey came in. Luke McCaffrey was serviceable at best. Then Adrian came in and almost let him do a comeback win against, I believe, Illinois. Mm-hmm. And so it's one of those things where you just sit here and it's not the idea that they went to Chubba Purdy is not the frustrating part. It's the fact that they didn't try anything different.
It's that they
the
had
lack of adjustments. They have a guy in Logan Smothers that's been in the program for 3 years, mm-hmm. just chilling on the sidelines, who, believe it or not, practiced all week.
Mm-hmm. You had a guy who, as you just said, practiced all week. You got him for 3 plays, and then after those 3 plays, you didn't see him again. Mm-hmm. And again, he's more than capable. I mean, he's a Division I athlete, just like Chubba Purdy is. Mm-hmm. They were both backup quarterbacks coming into college. One just transferred to a different college. The other one stuck around for 3 years. But it's
we're getting a lot of, sorry to interrupt, Rico,
no, you're good.
But we're getting a lot of questions on the text line about why didn't Mickey Joseph get, tell Mark Whipple, or why didn't he stand up, and how, it's Tyler says this. I want to know why MJ was given the pass and not question as to why it was allowed. He's the head coach and it's his ass on the line. In a way, it's not, I agree, Tyler. It's not a great look coming back out of it. If you think about how these last couple days or since Saturday afternoon has kind of unfolded to where you have Chubba Purdy come in. He was not
the greatest.
He did not play very well at all. And the coaches admit that. You had Mickey Joseph saying on Saturday in this post-game press conference that at that point, coming out of the locker room, we felt like we were going to need to throw it to get back into it. So we put Chubba Purdy in rather than Logan Smothers. That's fine. Whatever. That's the justification. That's okay. But then Tuesday rather, you have Mickey Joseph's talking about how Chubba Purdy was taking reps and just didn't get enough reps. That's all they told us. But then Wednesday, we find out Chubba Purdy didn't even practice.
Well, he didn't. So it's not that he didn't practice all week, it's that he didn't finish the week practicing. So he started. So they don't practice on Monday. So He might have practiced on Tuesday. And that might have been the only day.
It feels, and it sounded like there's a little bit of.
He wasn't practicing all week.
No.
Like the entire week.
Yes, you're right. So now to the point of why doesn't Mickey Joseph stand up? Think about why Nebraska as a whole brought in Mark Whipple with Scott Frost. I'm saying it was to allow Scott Frost to be a head coach and get off of the offense,
put the play sheet
down, stop looking over the shoulder of the offensive coordinator, stop looking over the shoulder of the quarterback every single play, because Mark Whipple's was touted and labeled as this experienced offensive coordinator that's won championships, that's played for conference and national titles depending on whatever level he was at the time, and he's coached Bolitnikoff Award winners, he's coached NFL draft picks, he's figured out a way to get high-powered offenses and figure out and found a solution or a scheme that works. So that was why Nebraska brought in Mark Whipple. And no matter who the coach is this season, whether it was Scott Frost or whoever the interim head coach is, Mark Whipple's role and why he's here at Nebraska doesn't change. It's for this experienced figure to not make the head coach stress about the offense and allow the offensive coordinator to do work. Now, 2020 hindsight, obviously, does Mickey Joseph want to turn around and go, maybe I should have stuck up and said, Mark, we got to do something. We got to make something happen.
We're going to try something different.
Number one, we don't know if that happened. We do not know what Mickey Joseph and Mark Whipple's relationship is like.
What the conversation on the sideline was.
Yes.
During
there is a way that they might have had a conversation where Mickey Joseph was like,
should we try?
Do we need to try somebody else? What should we do to fix this?
Because you got to remember, Mickey Joseph has said he's letting Whipple call the offense. This is Whipple's offense. He's staying out of the way. So when it comes to offensive things, that's all Whipple. Mickey's letting Whipple make those decisions, call the offense how he sees fit during a game. Just like on the defensive side, he's allowing Bill Bush to call that game and make those decisions during a game. So maybe he's going to Whipple and he's like, hey, what do you think? I mean, he's been an offensive coordinator for a very long time. He's been involved in football for a very long time. So Mickey Joseph is deferring to him, going, or maybe I'm just guessing. Maybe he went to him and asked Whipple, hey, this isn't really working out. What do you think we should do? And Whipple's like, look, just give it a
let
little
Chubba
bit.
Get into
let
a
him
thing.
Let him get warm. Let him get going.
And at that point, it's not. There's the conversation now. Obviously, once again, speculation. I understand. But we have to remember kind of the roles and why Mark Whipple was brought here overall. And this thought gave us comfort of Mark Whipple's experienced. He's been in it for longer than anybody on the staff. He's been an offensive coordinator for an extremely long time.
He's been a head coach before.
Yeah, exactly. He understands how to deal with the ebbs and flows. But now we're starting to really kind of see that it might not be working or meshing. Think about also the conversations while Scott Frost was still the head coach here. A weekly question to Scott Frost and Mark Whipple. How's the marriage going between you and Scott? Or how
who's
to
calling
Mark
the
Whipple?
plays?
Yeah, who's calling the plays? Remember that one game where Scott Frost came out in the second half with a play call sheet and everybody freaked out? Like maybe there's just some sense of awkwardness, and I don't know. I truly don't know, and we probably will never find out, unfortunately. But I think at the end of the day, Tyler, and also somebody else, unnamed texter, who said, my question to you is, why doesn't Mickey say something to Whipple about playing a different quarterback?
Maybe he
and
has.
maybe he hasn't. But that's something that they just need to figure out as an entire group, I suppose, and the coaching staff.
Or maybe they're both. Maybe they're both in agreement that
there you go.
That Chubba is their best opportunity or Chubba was their best opportunity to win that game. And before we all pile on Chubba and say, oh, we've seen what Logan can do in his one game against Iowa, I do want to, especially with the news that we got from Whipple, I do want to remind everybody that before that Iowa game, Logan Smothers had an entire week to practice, to prepare for Iowa, to get into the mindset of beating Iowa, watching the film and knowing he's going to be the starting quarterback going against Iowa. Chubba Purdy, I mean, first off, according to Whipple, barely practiced this last week. And also going into that game, he was not expecting to get into the game. He wasn't expecting to start the second half, the entire second half of that game. He should have been more prepared. Obviously, he's the backup quarterback. You're still preparing. You're getting those mental reps. Maybe they're not getting enough reps with the ones in practice because you only have a limited amount of time to practice. He should have been more prepared. But to compare Logan Smothers' game against Iowa to Chubba Purdy's, half a game against Illinois, who was the number 1 ranked defense in the country, I think that's a little unfair. I don't want to pile on Chubba and automatically after this one game say he's terrible, he's garbage, he shouldn't be the backup quarterback. I don't want to do that. I think he could be a very good quarterback. But in that moment, I think the way that the game was going and the fact that it wasn't working, you weren't gaining many yards, you should have tried something different. You should have gone with Logan Smothers just to switch things up.
Or if you want to keep Chubba Purdy in there, figure out a simple way to orchestrate an offense. Allow him to
don't
make
have
some
him do
throws.
5-step drops and try to launch it downfield.
Figure out a way.
Palmer.
You have a big body in Travis Vokalek. You have a big body in Chancellor Brewington who's capable of catching the ball. We saw that in the first half. You have a guy in Anthony Grant. You have guys in the backfield as well. There are ways that you can simplify an offense, but once again, the word I've used all day has been stubbornness, and just that's the perfect descriptive word that I can think of all day long is the stubbornness or the unwillingness to at least try something new. And that's not even just talking about personnel, just trying with play calling, trying something new when you're out there. Once again, Nebraska Nolan says what's most egregious to me, and this is the last thing before we get to break. What's most egregious to me is that the staff didn't seem to have a backup plan for when Thompson inevitably missed substantial time. It looked like the plan was just to give Purdy live reps and concede the loss. And unfortunately, there was a moment there where when Nebraska punted the ball, it was like 4th and medium, and Nebraska punted the ball on their own side of the field still down by a couple scores in the fourth quarter. There was a moment that I was kind of surprised by that and thought they're waving the white flag.
I remember because I sat there and I thought, go for it. What do you have to lose?
Yeah.
You're losing the game already. If you don't get it, maybe they score.
That's a play that I looked back at, and maybe that's game management, but we haven't necessarily had that conversation, I suppose.
I mean, with the way the offense was going, you would think even if you did get the ball back, are you going to move it?
Are you confident?
But are you going to get that fourth down? Like, it's one of those things.
Are you going to get the fourth down stop? Third down stop, I suppose.
One way or another. Like, are you going to get past the 50?
Yeah. So it's just going to be interesting to see. There was a couple things, but hey, Saturday, another opportunity with good old Brock Osweiler on the call. So Nebraska, Minnesota,
gonna be weird.
11 a.m. that game. It's gonna be on ESPN2.
Meet us down at Tipsy Tina's.
Yeah, we'll be down at Tipsy Tina's. All right, let's go ahead and get to our final timeout. When we come back, Strick and Nate will join Rico. I'm gonna get out of here. Since it's a Thursday, we'll be out of here. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, but when we come back, we will have the crossover with Rico, Strick, and Nate coming up on the Happy Hour.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nebraska fans, Brokers Insurance Agency in Lincoln is a proud donor of Nebraska athletics. Brokers Insurance Agency is located at 33rd and 8th Streets in the heart of Lincoln. At Brokers, they can help you with all your insurance needs. Let them worry about your insurance so you have more time to enjoy the college football season. Call one of their licensed agents today at 402-420-5353 or visit their website at brokersinsurancene.com. Go Big Red.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Allo Communications believes in serving those who serve. Recently recognized with the 7 Seals Award, the Patriot Award, and the Higher Vets Award, Allo is committed to hiring, retaining, and supporting service members. The values of American veterans and active military align perfectly with Allo's core values: honest, local, exceptional, hassle-free. If you're a current or past service member looking to make an impact in your community, visit allofiber.com/careers and apply online today.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken wings. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Bagels & Joe has a brand new location in Seward, and it's open for business. Get ready for the fall with pumpkin chocolate chip muffins, pumpkin cream cheese, and a pumpkin pie smoothie. Don't forget their delicious breakfast burritos and sandwiches, and grab a business box of bagels for the work crew. Bagels & Joe with 4 Lincoln locations and now in Seward. A good game with good friends. But isn't it time to up the score when it comes to the food? Wings & Rings is here for every football fan. Catch the game on one of their big screens or snag a tail great pack to go. They're cranking up the heat and throwing in mad flavor this season. Stop by your locally owned Wings & Rings on O Street in Meridian Park or 48th and Old Cheney in Williamsburg Village, or grab some crave-worthy Wings & Rings to go. Make them your go-to destination to watch your team bring home the win. Wings & Rings. Game time just got better.
Lose fat, build muscle, gain endurance. Whatever your goal, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping can help you achieve it. Farrell's offers group fitness for all levels in a fun, welcoming environment. Their proven method combines kickboxing, cardio, and strength training to get you in the best shape of your life. You've heard all about their 10-week challenges, but you can join as a member anytime. Head to fxbeatlincoln.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or just south of 78th and Pioneers.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and things are cooking here in Louisville. We are really hitting on all cylinders right now, and deals are off the charts. We've got a lot more new 2022 and 2023 Chevrolet and GMC inventory than we've had in a long time. So make sure you check us out online, or do even better, stop on in the store and let us show you one in person. Our pre-owned lot is plumb full, so take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street, or check us out online at cobblecars.com. You'll be glad you did.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure. Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
It's tailgate season. Why would you bounce around from place to place for all your beverage needs when you could have it all in one place? Wine, Beer, and Spirits has everything for your parties with their 3 locations in Lincoln, Grand Island, and Omaha. It's the largest liquor store in the state, and here's the best part. You can get a drink from their bar and walk around with it as you shop for all your tailgate necessities. Locally owned and operated, it's Wine, Beer, and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick had to go to class because he's a youngin'. I am joined by Nathan Brennan and one Husker Hall of Famer, Eric Strickland. Strick, how we doing?
My guy.
Nate, how we doing?
I'm doing good. I'm having a good time today. Obviously, a lot happening in the world of sports.
Yeah.
So me and Strick, we're keeping up with it. We're getting ready. We're ready for a show, but always excited and glad to join you, Rico.
Oh, well, thank you guys. I enjoy when you guys are in here because we can talk about a whole bunch of nonsense and it's fun.
That's
but
right.
I do have breaking news.
Oh.
I have breaking news for everybody that's wondering. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
The Phillies will be wearing powder blue uniforms for Game 5 of the World Series.
Well, that's something we're going to talk about.
That's a dub.
But they're facing we're not going to talk about it right now.
They're basically, I'll say this. They're facing possibly the Cy Young in the American League. Obviously, that hasn't come out yet, but it's very well could be the MVP.
You think he's better than Nestor Cortez? How dare you?
I think they might give to Verlander just because he's so old. People do that a lot of times. Like, I think LeBron might, if he keeps doing what he's doing, eventually they'll give him another one just because why not? Want to hear a crazy stat about Verlander? Do you know what it is, Rico?
I don't.
It's crazy.
He's 0-6 in the World Series.
So that might bode well for your powdered blue.
0-6. A certified Hall of Famer first ballot is 0-6 in the World Series.
That clutch gene.
ERA.
Not available.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
That's like some Kershaw type stuff right there.
He has like a 1.8 ERA or something.
And he's 0-6.
I'm pretty sure he led Major League
So that's
Baseball
just
in
his offense not helping.
I think there's been a lot of times when that's
ERA is
happened.
over 6.
Oh,
I think there's a lot of time that's happened with Verlander, though. But he just seems to get bashed on when it comes time to get it done in the big game. Sometimes guys aren't big gamers, man.
Yeah, no. Well, remember for the longest time, Braun wasn't.
Right.
For the longest time, LeBron was scared to take the last shot. He would always pass out of it.
Yeah.
And then it just switch flipped.
Yeah.
So Justin Verlander this season, second in Major League Baseball in wins at 18. And his ERA, his WAR was a 5.9, which for a pitcher is crazy. His WHIP was a .83, and he only gave up 34 runs all season. With an ERA of 1.75.
Yeah,
he probably will win the MVP or win the Cy Young this year. And he's 0-6 in the World Series. And if you remember last game, it was a no decision, but he got shelled.
Sounds about right.
That's unbelievable.
That's crazy. That is actually
2-2 in Philly. You've redeemed yourself. Now you're at least going back to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And you have your ace.
And you have your ace on the mound.
And he can't win the World Series.
And the powder blue. So the powder blue is good for Philly.
The powder blue is good for at least 3 runs.
Who are they pitching? Philly's pitching. Their pitcher
Syndergaard. He's in the photo.
10-10.
No, it's Syndergaard, baby.
10-10.
Remember when he was
ERA like
when he was
4,
with the Mets?
almost 4.
When he was Thor with the Mets.
When he was with the Mets, and then he got hurt.
Yeah, then he got hurt, and then it was bad.
Yeah.
Then he went to the Angels, and now he's with the Phillies. You want to know another fun stat? Crazy.
They got no hit last night.
Doesn't count.
That's crazy.
Doesn't count.
Combined
no hitters don't count.
No.
I beg to differ.
Not in the playoffs.
Kyle Schwarber said it.
I beg to differ.
Kyle Schwarber said it.
That's hater. That's hateration.
And speaking on
That's
Kyle
haterade.
Schwarber,
That's haterade.
Rico's drinking the haterade.
Speaking on Kyle Schwarber, he is the first player to hit a home run in every postseason matchup available. ALCS, AL wild card, NLCS, NL wild card, World Series.
Well, that's interesting. That's a great stat right there.
So there you go.
What do they call him? They call him
Schwarbombs.
Schwarbombs. I knew he had a funny nickname.
He only hits like 500-foot nukes.
Yeah.
And hits like 190.
Yep. If he gets a home run, if he gets a hold of it, it's a problem.
He's not Bo Jackson. Because Bo Jackson will break the bat on the knee.
That is true.
Bo Jackson broke
on his helmet.
So I took the bat. I took the bat in Mark's office. I didn't like fully like commit, but like I kind of like put it on my leg. And I go, how do no? I didn't like try. I was like putting it on my leg, and I was like, how do people break this?
That's the thing.
And no, he broke thick middle. Like it wasn't like you could actually break it to the handle.
He went like where the meat of the bat meets the handle.
Yeah.
He was right there and just snapped it.
Yeah. Well, again, the craziest one was when he did it over his helmet,
and he never lifted.
It's crazy.
That's what's crazy. Him and Herschel Walker, they were like anomalies.
He also in his 30 for 30, he has
athletic anomalies.
He has a deer head or
great 30 for 30. He's a big hunter
or something in his house that he shot in North Platte.
No kidding.
It was in North Platte.
Well, somewhere in Nebraska. I could be wrong.
I didn't live till 10th grade. That was the first, but then I realized you got to, because when you think about
10th grade isn't too weird.
You got to think about how long seasons are, right? Yeah. Seasons are so long, and it's such a misconception. A misconception is that lifting messes up your body and
it slows you down. You can't jump as high.
Yeah, it's such a crazy misconception. But in actuality, lifting gives you the ability to extend and go beyond. And I realized that. I mean, people talk about hitting walls. You can hit walls if you don't have the strength and the stamina to be able to.
I mean, look at LeBron. I mean, he takes care of his body better than anyone, and he's playing at a high level. 38?
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive.
Hey, Tom Brady doesn't lift weights.
Well, whatchamacallit?
Tom Brady also like only eats avocados.
That's true. He only does stretching, the like bands. That's
bands.
That's
and
he got teased. I can't remember who it was. I want to say it might have been Zion. They teased him about him paying like $1 million for his training regimen.
Now look at him.
No, not him, not Zion. I'm saying LeBron.
Oh yeah,
that's.
They did.
I mean, you
because he also he does like wine baths or whatever.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He does something like that.
Yeah, he like soaks in wine.
Really?
Yeah.
Or it takes out the antioxidants of the body.
I don't know.
What is this? What is the?
He does it though.
I know that LeBron drinks wine. He's big
a lot
red
of wine.
wine.
Big
well,
wine
I do that too. And look, I went and had my checkups.
Him, Wade, Mello.
I drink wine. You know, I drink a lot of wine.
I know you drink a lot of wine.
I went and got my checkups, and my doctor was just like, "Your numbers are phenomenal."
It's that wine.
Like for your age,
a glass of red wine a day.
Yep, because you're not like pounding wine.
No, I'm sipping
a bottle of red wine a day.
That's right.
And no patio pounders.
And then we bring out the tequila, and then it gets.
Stricky runs from that. You know, I ran really quick. I ran so quick, Rico, when we were at Tipsy Tina's. Tipsy Tina's, man, is like, it's a phenomenal
Tipsy
time.
Tina's pregame.
You guys can
show.
ever come down for pregame. It is
awesome.
a phenomenal time.
It is great.
It's so cool.
And when
if you
the
ever meet
shots
us
start
down
flowing,
there.
we
gosh.
So I don't know if that's going to happen this tomorrow or on Saturday morning.
Yeah, it might be a little early for that.
Nate tried to get me to go to some spot where they do vape.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
Vapor shots.
No, sir.
Yeah, you said no.
No.
Sounds deadly.
That sounds like that's trouble.
Our
took a shot with us.
I did take a shot.
Our server at Tipsy Tina's, Strick didn't want to drink.
Oh gosh.
But
don't tell the secrets.
But she goes, no, you need one. And he goes, no, I'm okay. I'll just have a water. And she goes, no, I'm gonna get you a Red Bull.
Red Bull and Hennessy.
A Red Bull Hennessy.
Early in the morning. Yes.
goodness, great. What did you just say to me?
She Red Bull Hennessy.
She did. He drank it all.
I drank it.
She was disappointed in him because when she came back the second time, he like didn't drink
Red
anything.
Bull Hennessy.
She was like, "Why you being a baby?"
You're babysitting.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
She called the Husker Hall of Famer a baby. She was not afraid of anything.
I've had Hennessy before, but I've never had a Hennessy Red Bull.
Oh, it was a strong. It was a strong. So that's why I was not going with you.
You took it. Well, come on. You took a shot with us.
I will go. I will go one time.
Strick also pounded like 5 tacos.
I did. I went in on.
They got great tacos. Strick's got a good point. Those pregame shows are fun.
I'm so excited. I love the early pregame shows because those breakfast tacos, next level.
Yeah,
next level.
Shoot, man, come back, chop it up with us. We're going to talk about Mark Whipple, and it looks like Purdy's going to get the start. We're going to have a little bit of NFL talk. A lot of stuff going on in the NFL. We're going to talk about the Snyder situation as well. And shout out to Ray Guy, who just recently passed at 71.
Rest in peace.
Definitely talking about Russ.
Yep.
Coming off the bench.
Lakers okay.
Two
wins in a row.
2 in a row. And then we're going to have Thirsty Thursday also. We're going to be around through old school.
Drank. Thank you guys for listening to the happy hour. Up next on the block, Strick and Nate. Sounds like they're going to have a really fun time, so stick around for that. Adios.
This is Lincoln's home